Going live with Ty, riding with Ty. Yeah, so yesterday I talked about dealing with my dad's death and how hard it is and how it affects the whole family. Today I want to talk about. Well, there's so many things I want to talk about, man. Like I'm driving, and I don't know if y'all know. Well, actually, I don't know, but I'm about to give y'all some space on me. I go and I facilitate the teens. So I go to middle schools. It's a high school, but it's actually middle school, and I facilitate the teens. And what I want to say is, like, for everybody out there that have kids, be a parent, man. Like, I deal with kids 5 days a week in different capacities. I'm in the classroom. I facilitate, which is not a teacher, because I'm proud to say I'm somebody. I don't have a college degree. I shouldn't be proud to say that, but I'm proud to say that. I don't have a college degree, but I go and I impact teens' lives by facilitating to them. Today's lesson was about dealing with the pressures of peer pressure. And a lot of these kids, man, they they looking for something. They looking for people to care about them and be there for them and all that stuff. And they just don't have people that really care about their well-being. I think, they come to school and they look for attention and and sometimes it's in the wrong ways. But me, I'm somebody that I see myself in them kids, because I wasn't the person that was supposed to be in front of a classroom. You know what I mean? So for me, it's always, I see myself in them. And the kids that are so-called bad, those are the kids that kind of gravitate towards me, because they must see something very similar in themselves as they do me, right? So it really is about being a good parent, man. Like, it's not like you have to want to be a good parent. It has to be a priority in your life. It has to be something that you really, really put time and effort into. You know what I mean? And I'm a testimony. My testimony to that would be, my children. You know what I mean? They're doing great. I mean, as well as can be expected, they have every other thing, all the pressures that other kids have. But they know they have a support system. They know they have a safe space at home where they can talk about anything, man. And if you don't have that as a kid, that's gonna affect how you move about in the world. And I think it's important that we all make the world a community. You know what I'm saying? Like, ideally, all these kids are our kids, because the kid that you just let go and let them be like the bad kid or do all the bad things for get all the wrong attention, at some point they're gonna be the person that's taking care of your sick and ailing parent. They're gonna be the kid that's spitting in your food at McDonald's, just doing all types of wild stuff. So you know what I mean? We all in this together. And I think the sooner we all realize that, the better we're gonna be, man. The world right now is so divisive, man. Like, as a black man, it ain't easy being a black man. You know what I mean? And I can't tell you what it's like being any other type of man, but I know there are negative connotations and perceptions that I have to deal with just in my everyday. But the flip side of that is being in schools and coaching kids. Like, I coach sports also, and you get the flip side of it. Like, and I think my situation is so unique because I coach at a predominantly white private school. A lot of these kids are well-to-do. Their parents are, I'm gonna throw it out there, they rich. You know what I'm saying? And I get to see how their interactions with me, I'm breaking down the notion of black dudes or this or that or whatever the case may be, whatever preconceived notion or thing that they have in their mind that black men are. I can break that, and I don't really take pride in it, but I just be myself. You know what I mean? Like, dog, I'm just like I tell them all the time, man. We all the same, dog. We all the same. We all go through the same struggles. Everybody gets sad sometimes. Everybody feels inadequate at times, and when, regardless of what background you come from, where you live at, and everybody has struggles. You know what I mean? The kid that has, their parents are rich, they have a huge house, they have everything they could possibly want. That kid still goes through the same mental traumas that a kid from the hood that they never had nothing go through. You know what I'm saying? And every situation is different. I'm not saying kids from the hood got it easy. Not at all. I'm just saying that to that kid that's been living this life of privilege his whole life, something that a kid that's grown up in a inner city urban environment, things that may get to them may get to the private school kid. The urban inner city kid is like it's nothing. But on the flip side, those urban those private school kids have different issues and weights, right? So what we all need to really get to is understanding that, we all in this together. Like, in order for the world to change, we got to change. You got to change the way we think about people. You know what I mean? Like, stop putting this negative, your unconscious biases are strong and you don't realize it. And unless you go to different areas and be around different types of people from different areas and that speak differently, different cultures, man, you don't really understand. You can't fully grasp how different we are, but how similar we are. You know what I mean? Everybody has the same basic needs, man. Everybody wants to eat food. Everybody wants to have shelter. Everybody wants to be loved, and everybody wants to have the opportunity to love. And that's across the board. Doesn't matter where you're from, how you were raised, all that. You know what I'm saying? And back to my main point, because I'm rambling, but there's so many kids that have gone through tough situations and they come out because kids are resilient, man. They're way more resilient than we give them credit for. And honestly, I think they're more resilient than adults because, that kid that's living in an environment where he doesn't feel safe, but he gets up and goes to school every day and puts on his good face. That's a powerful kid. Or the kid that in that same situation, going through a tough situation, and they letting their anger and they fire out in what people say is a negative way. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, like, so today when y'all out here in the world, spread love, man. Spread love and be empathetic and put yourself in somebody else's shoes, man, because it seems easy to just say, oh man, that kid's bad or this person is bad. Everybody has situations, man. Let's not operate from a space of fear. Let's operate from a space of love, man, and inclusiveness, and say, it's all right, I feel you. You know what I mean? Because that is what's going to change the world. And until we do that, the world's going to continue on the trend it's on right now, which is so divisive and fear-mongering, man. People just scared. Like, you know what I mean? I think people sometimes is, like, me being a black man, like, I'm not a small dude, you know what I mean? I'm about, I'm 6'2", 270, and I work out like consistently. So I'm like, I'm not like super built, but I ain't chunky neither. You know what I mean? I'm like right in the, well, I am chunky. I ain't gonna say I'm chunky. But it's a battle, man, that of perceptions and biases that people try to slide off and say, no, I'm like this. They want to be idealistic, but they're not idealistic. It's like, you feel like you don't hold stuff against people, or the machine and media don't get into your head, but it does. You know what I mean? Black men are generally feared, but it's not commonly talked about. You know what I mean? Like, living in this world, with the way I've grown up, I've been in a lot of spaces where I'm one of the few black guys and I represent all the black culture and all the black people, and just flat out, white people don't have to deal with that. That's just like when a white dude's angry, it's a white dude angry. A black dude that's angry, all black dudes angry, and that's negative connotations that we got to always deal with every day of our lives, man. And it's heavy, and it's I don't fault nobody for how they dealing it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, you just got to put your best foot forward and live the life you want to live, man. And be the best you could be. Challenge yourself every day to be a better person. And or not even be a better person, just keep challenging yourself to improve on a daily basis rather than to succumb to the negativity of the world, man, the negativity of society. You know? Like, we all out here trying to make it. Everybody wants the same things, man. Everybody, like, I want my kids to be happy. It's like every other, I hope every other adult in the world does. You know what I mean? And we got to accept sometimes that people just don't want good. And honestly, I feel for them because it's sad that they have to live an existence like that, man. You know what I mean? Like people that are hateful. Dog, man, like I can't imagine waking up every day hateful and mad. Like, dog, I wake up with hope every day, man. Like I was saying earlier, man, my dad just passed away from ALS. And he would always, like, so after he got ALS bad, he couldn't walk, he was bedridden. He still said, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna get up and play my guitar. And then, people would look at him like he was crazy, but I'm like, yo, he gotta have hope. You can't take, like, dog, once a man or a person doesn't have hope, what are you living for? And I say that to say, like, yo, I think a lot of people have lost hope for their life. They don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They just see this everyday grind of getting up, doing something they don't want to do, paying bills, seeing everything that they want. Because you can see everything now on social media. You see everything that you want, everything. The vehicles, the cars, everything is like accessible for you to see, but it's not attainable. And when that's the case, you got to find a reason for that. You got to find an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make yourself feel better, to help you get through those times. And for a lot of people, it's a black man. Like, the black man, they stealing our wives. They doing this, they doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody got their issues with everything. For some black men, it's the white man. Like, the white man got their foot on our neck, which ain't necessarily not true, because the system wasn't built on the prosperity of black people. You know what I mean? They didn't care about the prosperity of black people. All these things that were put in place in America to make it the land of the free, home of the brave, that didn't include black people. So when that's the system is built on that, it's gonna be harder for somebody to, you know what I mean, for somebody in that class to prosper. And yeah, so this is my second round with Ty. I've been all over the place, man, but I'm gonna get it together. Like, I stay a little more focused, but I just talk, man. I'm just giving my ideas and thoughts out there. So like, subscribe, man. Share with your friends, man, because I'm gonna do this 5 days a week. On the weekends I'm not doing it. Well, I'm saying that right now. I don't know, but I appreciate anybody that's watching, giving me time, man. It's kind of like a live podcast with just me and hitting the radio station in the background. You know what I mean? But peace, love. Y'all have a great one. Love you. Peace.